Hello and welcome, marketing apprentices. Today, we're going to talk about the giant, invisible forces all around us. The ones that can either supercharge your marketing strategy or stop it dead in its tracks. These are the things you can't control, but you absolutely have to understand.
So let me ask you something. You ever have one of those moments? You've got this killer idea, the campaign is perfect, you pour your heart and soul into it, you hit launch, and nothing. Just crickets. It just doesn't work, and you're left totally baffled. It is one of the most frustrating feelings in this job, right?
Well, I've got some good news. It probably wasn't your fault. Seriously, think of the world outside your company like the weather. You can't control it, you can't stop the rain from falling, but you can check the forecast and remember to pack an umbrella. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Learn how to become expert marketing weather forecasters.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with why we sometimes get caught in a marketing downpour. Then we'll look at how to actually read the forecast using this awesome tool called PESTLE. We'll dig into the different factors and then, and this is the important part, we'll connect that forecast to real-world action. Let's get into it.
Right, so the best marketers out there, they're not just creative geniuses. They're also kind of like expert meteorologists. They take the time to really understand the conditions they're about to walk into, long before they take the first step.
See, the marketing weather really comes in two flavors. You've got your microenvironment, which is like the forecast for your specific street, your direct competitors, your customers, that kind of thing. But then you have the macro environment. That's the big one. It's the national weather forecast that affects everybody, and that's our focus today, those big, sweeping forces.
So how on earth do you forecast something that big?
Well, you use a secret weapon. It's a tool that lets you see what's coming over the horizon, and it's called PESTLE analysis.
Think of PESTLE like your very own high-tech weather satellite. It's constantly scanning the bigger picture, picking up on those major shifts, those incoming storms, way before they hit. It gives you that priceless advantage. Time to prepare.
So what is PESTLE? At its heart, it's a framework. It gives you 6 lenses to look through: political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental. Now, here's the golden nugget, the key connection. When you do a SWOT analysis, where do you think the opportunities and threats come from? Yep, they almost always come directly from these PESTLE factors.
Okay, let's start breaking this down. We're going to dive into the first 2 letters of PESTLE, looking at how government rules and the health of the economy create the marketing weather.
First up, P for political. A perfect recent example, greenwashing. In 2024, the UK government decided to get tough on companies making fake eco-friendly claims. This political shift led to new legal rules. Suddenly, a retailer like ASOS had to scramble and change its marketing to make sure every single sustainability claim was totally accurate. It shows how a political decision can force you to change your entire messaging overnight. Your umbrella here? Stay compliant.
Next, E for economic. Just think about the cost of living crisis. People were worried, consumer confidence was way down. So what did a smart company like Greg's do? They checked the economic forecast and went all in on their value for money messaging. They knew their customers were counting every penny. The takeaway is so simple but so powerful. In a downturn, shout about value. When things are booming, then you can talk about luxury.
All right, let's move on to the next 2 massive forces, social and technological. This is all about what people care about, how their beliefs are changing, and the new tools and platforms that are shaking up everything.
Let's talk S for social. This one is all about people, their values, their lifestyles, their trends, and honestly, it's one of the most powerful forces out there.
And who pops up again as a brilliant example? Greg's. They spotted a massive social trend taking hold in the UK, a huge, growing demand for plant-based food. So what did they do? They didn't just make a new product, they launched their vegan sausage roll like it was the next iPhone. Their social media campaign was genius, and it worked. The thing became a national sensation.
So what was the actual business result of them nailing that social trend? Well, it looked a little something like this, a whopping 58%.
Yeah, you saw that right, a 58% jump in their profits in just 6 months. They said it themselves, it was massively driven by the vegan sausage roll. This is why this stuff is so crucial. Tuning into social trends isn't just some nice to have, it's a gigantic business opportunity waiting to be grabbed.
And now T for technological. Think about the huge shift to doing literally everything on our smartphones. A new bank, Monzo, saw this coming. They didn't just tweak an old model, they built a bank that only existed on an app. And they were smart.
They made their bank card this bright, hot coral color that just screamed to be photographed and shared on social media. It became viral marketing for them. Tech doesn't just change your product, it changes customer behavior and gives you totally new ways to reach them.
Okay, deep breath. We've scanned the entire horizon. We've looked at all the PESTLE factors. But here's the thing. A forecast is totally useless if you just admire it and do nothing. So how do we turn all this knowledge into action? This is where it all comes together and connects directly to SWOT.
It really is this simple. Step 1, you do your PESTLE scan. Step 2, you look for the sunny spells, the good weather. That social trend for Greggs, that's an opportunity. Step 3, you look for the storm clouds. Those new greenwashing regulations, that's a threat. And then, step 4, the crucial one, you take those opportunities and threats and you plug them straight into your SWOT analysis. That's how you build a strategy that's ready for the real world.
And look, the goal here isn't to become an expert on politics or technology overnight. The goal is just to be aware. It's about catching those important developments early so that you're never caught out in the rain without an umbrella. The best marketing is always proactive, not reactive.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. What's the marketing weather forecast for your company right now? Are there clear skies and opportunities on the horizon you could be taking advantage of? Or can you see some storm clouds gathering that you need to prepare for? Give it some thought. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.